Okay, so in this first video, we are going to look at the question one for the trial question. So that looks at some of the descriptive statistics for some variables listed in the question. So we are going to compute some of the statistics for test scores, study hours per week, and then income. Okay, so I've already imported my data set into SPSS. So in order to generate the descriptive statistics for test scores alone, we would use analyze, and under descriptive statistics we can find all the measures we may want to generate for each of them. Okay, but then each measure has a particular module it's under. So if I want to find just the descriptives, I can choose descriptives here, then select my variables. So that will be income, test score, study hours per week, then click on OK. So this is the descriptives I would see. So that will be the number of observations in the three variables, the minimum values, the maximum values, the mean, and the standard deviation. But I may want to calculate maybe the median or the mode and some other measures. Okay, how do we do that? So same thing, go to analyze, descriptive statistics, and here instead of choosing descriptive statistics, descriptives, we will choose frequencies. Okay. Then again, we select the variables we want to find the statistics for. And then under the statistics option here, I can select all the statistics I want. So if I want the mean, median, mode, I can select all of them. So here you select the ones you are interested in, and then if you want the quartiles too, you can select that. If you want the percentiles, you tick that, and you specify the particular percentile you want. So supposing I want to find the 30th percentile, I'll just type in 30th percentile and add. Maybe I want the 65th percentile, just add, then continue. And apart from some of these measures, I can also perform descriptive statistics by generating charts. Okay, so I can decide to generate charts instead of these statistics I had selected already, or I can do both if I want. So I'll select charts and then select the appropriate charts for these variables. And looking at these numeric variables I have here, I think the histogram would be the most appropriate. Okay, so if I want to show the line on the histogram, maybe I want to, at the end of the day, I want to conclude whether it is a symmetric distribution or not. I can select this option to draw a line on top of the bars, so I can determine whether it is skewed or follows a normal distribution. Continue, and then okay. So since I choose frequencies, it's going to calculate the statistics in addition to the frequencies. Okay, so it's going to give me a frequency distribution table for each of the three variables, and also a table having all the descriptive statistics I chose. Okay, right, so we would have this table summarizing all the statistics, and then the frequency table would follow for each of the three variables. And since I chose the charts option too, I'm going to see a histogram for each of the three. So this is the line, show the normal curve option we choose. Okay, so that's the black line on the graph. Same for the test score, and same for the study hours per week. Right. So here we'll try and interpret the results for each of the three variables. But we may want to find these statistics for these variables looking at some categorical variables. So this is what I mean. Going back to the data set, we have all the observations grouped in regions. So we have Kumasi, Takrade, Accra, and the rest. So I may want to calculate each of these statistics for each of these centers. So that would mean I want to find the average income for those in Kumasi alone, for those in Takoradi alone, and the rest. Okay. So how do I do that? Because the frequencies option is giving us the combination of all of them together. But I want to find that of only Kumasi alone, or I want to find for each of the three regions so I can compare. Okay, so how do we do that? So for that option, we choose analyze, same descriptive statistics, but here we will choose explore. And then the dependent list will take the variables. Okay, so that will be the test score, the study hours per week, and the income. Okay, and then my factor list will take the variable I am using to group them. Okay, so here I am grouping them by the region. Okay, so I'll select the region and push that to the factor list. So it will mean that it will calculate each of the statistics per the region. So same thing here, I can select some statistics, can select the descriptives here. It would also give me the confidence interval. In addition, I can select any of these three if I want. I'll leave that for now. And the plots too, I can select the box plot, the histogram. I can even select the normality plots here. Okay, so depending on what you want, I'll choose the histogram, then continue. Okay, so for the display, it is asking us whether it should display both the statistics and the plots we have selected, or it should display just one of them. So you choose the one you would want to display. Okay, for now, I'll leave it at both and click on OK. So you see here, the case processing summary here is giving us a summary of the variables that are being used. So you see here, income has been grouped under each of the regions. Same for the study hours per week, and same for the test score. Okay, so we can see only 88 observations in Accra, 88, 62 in Kumasi, 26 in Takoradi, and 24 in Tamale. Okay, so coming to the descriptives, realize that for income alone, it has been grouped under each of the regions. So we have this, all this information is for Accra alone, and you have the same thing for Kumasi alone, same thing for Takoradi, and same thing for Tamale. And it has done that for each of the three variables we picked. Okay, so that's how to perform some of the descriptive statistics. So here we are seeing the histogram for only Accra considering income. Okay, this is also for Kumasi alone, same income. This is also for Tamale alone, still on income. Okay, this is for Takrade, still on income. Then it will do same for, it will also calculate a stem and leaf plot in addition. Then we will move on to the next one. So this is still the income, but here it is using the box plot instead. So the box plot will be the last one. Then it moves on to the next variable. It will generate the histogram for each of them, and then the stem and leaf plot, and then the box plot. Then it moves on to the third variable. Okay. So based on these results we have here, then you interpret them and draw implications. So this is how to compute descriptive statistics in SPSS.